Howdy there, YouTube pipe smoking community and cigar aficionados. This is Bill coming at you again from Reviews by Bill. I have a few videos to do. I mean, I don't have to. I like doing them for you guys. So here's the first one for tonight. Is on recommendation, I purchased a Rocky Patel Nording, and what stuck out to me was that I was told it had good flavor, it was well wrapped, it was a little smaller, it wasn't huge. I think it was 5.5 or 5.25 inches long, and a little smaller gauge. It wasn't quite like this. It was like a nickel, like the diameter of a nickel. It wasn't huge, maybe a little bigger than that, but it wasn't like a, like a Churchill big old cigar. And I was really excited. I had it for a couple weeks in my humidor, and I went to smoke it this weekend. And I never smoke my cigars with little foil labels on them, and this one had two. It had the Rocky Patel one, and then slid on the cigar right under it, it said Nording. And I was like, whatever, I'll just slide them off, because most of the time they're on there not loosely, but not, super tight and snug. So I, put my hand, say this pen's a cigar, I put my hand on it, and I went to slide it off gently, and this portion, say this is the smoking end and this is the burning end with the lighter, so my mouth goes on this end, right? Well, all this left of the label just flaked off, as in no wrapper. It just like cracked and flaked off, and the damn thing's been in my humidor for 3 weeks, and it was in a little plastic cellophane sleeve. What the hell's up with that? Like $9 down the drain plus tax. I was not happy. So I tried to smoke it because I'm cheap, and well, I'm not cheap. Money doesn't grow on trees in Bill's life. Hence, I only have 6 pipes that are smokable, and I only have 1 open tin of tobacco. I mean, money is just not like raining down on Bill here. The smoking gods have blessed Bill, but not with, a 300 count humidor full to the brim. So, of course, I try and smoke it because I'm trying to salvage anything, and I just put my lips on that raw tobacco, and I totally understand why they wrap those tobacco leaves with something else. It pretty much assaulted my lips. It was very painful. I didn't even light it. I mean, I couldn't keep that cigar in my mouth for more than 4 or 5 seconds. It was awful, so I just tossed it. I mean, there was nothing else to do. Yeah, I was kind of pissed. I usually don't cuss and rant and rave on Facebook or YouTube or anything, but not a happy camper, folks. I'm sure you guys who have cigars every so often have had some kind of mishap or something, and I don't have them that often because I'm so damn careful with the stupid stick. If something goes wrong, it's got to be a defect, and I think that's what this was. The wrapper on the smoking end of it was real thin, almost like, it kind of reminded me of like paper mache, but even finer, more thin, which is kind of disappointing. So, yeah, that's my Rocky Patel horror story. And my good friend who I smoke with every so often, I had recommended their Perdomo 20th anniversary. Now, I did a impressions and review video on the Maduro version, the real dark version, but the one I recommended to him almost looked like it had a sun-grown wrapper. It was like not quite this color. This is like a beige, like a marble beige color, not quite that light, but kind of like a goldenrod color. It looked really interesting and it smoked really well. And I use a lighting technique that works for me, but my friend just holds a big lighter to the end of his cigar and lights it. And I said, whatever you do, it was like $12, make sure you light it evenly. And he had like the most sublime, fascinating smoke. I made one recommendation that as he smokes and puffs, he just rotates it a little bit, and his cigar burned so evenly, it was unreal. I've never seen anything like it. It's like the gods were all with him, and his cigar burned absolutely perfectly, and mine was a failure. I'll be polite in case there are some young people watching, which I don't think there are. I think I'm pretty much the youngest I've found on here. So his Perdomo 20th anniversary smoked beautifully, and he was really impressed. He'd never had a Perdomo before, so I'm glad I can recommend it. He's hung up on the Christoph Corojo Limitadas, the Torpedoes, which won like Cigar of the Year or something last year, and it's won other awards. I'm doing a review on that soon too. So he had a sublime smoke, and I had a shitty one. Pardon my French, folks. I figure we're all adults here. I can rant for a little bit. But the other side of that story is I got to smoke my Design Berlin, hit my pipe Phil Rivara-esque edition gift pipe, and it smoked like a champ. You can see my review of the Design Berlin pipe I put up yesterday. So that's me venting and hoping some of you will comment and commiserate, so I don't feel like I'm all alone with my cigar problems. So yeah, this is Bill signing off from Reviews by Bill. Catch you on the flip side.